It's time to learn, repair, and maintain everything coffee. Instructional videos brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.
Hi, Todd with Whole Latte Love here and Mark behind the camera.
So Todd, what are we going to do today?
We're going to show how to adjust the pressure stat on a Profitec Pro 500, and we're going to show what they do, how they work, and why they do what they do.
Yeah, what the heck is a pressure stat anyways?
A pressure stat, well, to control the temperature in the machines here, in the boilers, you don't actually control the temperature, you control the pressure. And the temperature is directly related to the pressure, so you can control the temperature by the pressure.
Okay, and we're
Makes
this
sense?
Sirai Pressurestats, right?
Yeah,
And
this is for the Sirai. You find the Sirai in many of the Profitecs, ECMs, and some Rockets, along with other sorted machines.
So this basic procedure of adjusting this will work on any
perfectly
machine
on
with
those.
one of these.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the Pro 500. We'll do it on this one.
Heat exchange machine, right? Like pretty much all of them that have a pressure stat like this are going to be.
Take the top off, pull out the reservoir. I would say you should probably unplug it at this point, just to make safety first, or second, but we'll go first. And we'll take out, there's 4 Allen screws here. We'll pull these out. And reasons to adjust the pressure stat. You may find that you have not enough steam pressure. You want to up the pressure a little bit. So you can raise this up a little bit. There's always a reaction for every action, so if you do that, you're going to raise the brew temperature also. So if you get a lot of steam out of the brew group, you may find you have to do a cooling flush to clean out some of the steam out of there.
Right.
Okay, so
and we've got a little trick without touching the pressure stat to make sure you're getting as much steam pressure as you can, right?
Yep.
Before you steam milk, and we'll
Correct.
talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just putting this back in so we can actually operate this while we're showing you how to adjust it. Yeah, so if you find you want to maximize your steam pressure, what you can do is you can just open the knob here, let a little steam pressure out, activate the heating element, in about 15 seconds it'll heat up, and then you're at full pressure, and then start steaming.
So just that little kick out of there
Just that little bit.
activates the pressure stat to reheat the boiler, so you're going to have the most pressure you can.
Correct. So here's your pressure stat. Here's your Sirai, and you can pull this little cap off here, and then you can put a screwdriver in here, and you'll find out you can feel where it fits in, or
and that's the safe way.
Yes, the safe way. You probably do it with this machine unplugged anyways, but I'm going to do it with it on. And you can pull this off. Those little clips here, you push in, make it easy, but can't get in here, so it yanks off pretty good. Now in here, we'll show you what this is all about. Here's your contacts. Here's your hot wire and your neutral wire over here. And where it needs to go on, this here clicks in like that. See, it just held in, so it's right about ready to go on. Machine heats up, and in about 10 seconds you see it open back up. Okay.
Okay.
And you see a lot of power in that stuff. You kind of see, you watch the
Oh yeah, the
see
little
the
arcs.
see the arcing.
Yeah.
What's nice about the Sirais is it's a commercial pressure stat. It has very large contacts, so you won't get a lot of arcing and weld. You get the arcing, but not a lot of weld marks in there, and they stay a lot cleaner, last a lot longer. That's why people like these big Sirai pressure stats.
Now, just to be clear, there's quite a lot of power in there, right? There's full power in there, so you do not want to
You probably don't want to do that or
do what you're doing.
No, this is just for demonstration purposes only. Kind of show you here
Just want to be clear.
how much power it's pulling. Okay, so we're about 11.5 amps. That's a lot of juice. Okay.
Yeah, you'll feel that.
Yeah, make a funny noise if you touch those. So anyway, so I'm going to adjust this with this off just so you kind of see how it works. So normally you stick this down through the hole in the top of the cap. And what we found when you're at average operating pressures, if you do 2 full turns, whoopsie, look out for that. It's kind of springy. So 2 full turns, so there's 1, 2. That'll raise you about 1 bar of pressure on your gauge, or 0.1 bar. 0.1 bar.
Right.
As you get higher, 2 full turns won't do quite 1.1 bar. It'll do less, but it gives you a good idea.
So if you're shooting for something in particular, you can, unplug the machine, make the adjustment, right, and then go down and kind of wait till you hear it click off and see where you end up on your.
Correct. End up on your gauge. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And what you can do is, if you want to, you can you kind of want to keep this covered to keep the heat in when you're doing it.
Sure.
So you can stick that back on, stick that on there, so it cycles normally.
Okay.
What else we got here? There was something else we wanted to cover. Oh, cycle times.
Yes.
I thought that was kind of neat to know. So you know what to expect. it takes about 15 seconds to heat up from your lowest setting to from the on to the off. And then the cooling down was a little different there. We were about, a minute and about 2 minutes for it to cool down from the upper to the lower, from the off to the on again.
Now, with your adjustments there, I saw it kicked off, I don't know, like 1.15 or so.
Correct.
And now where should this be? Is there any?
It's about 0.18 bar between the on and the off.
Okay. And but
normal.
if I got my machine at home, what should I be setting my machine pressure?
We normally right around 1. Turns on, the boiler will top out a little over 1, and turn back on a little below 1.
Okay.
Give or take a little bit. So 1 will be about the center, but some people may want to change that, for whatever reasons. If you start dialing your machine in, you're going to do some cooling flushes, you want a little hotter, whatever it might be. But that's how we set them. That's how they come set.
So you could raise up, so you're getting more pressure in there. You'll get more steam pressure, but you're also going to get a higher brew temperature.
Correct. Then you'll want to do a cooling flush because you're going to have some steam coming out of the brew group.
So you'll have to adjust that. So, Okay.
So it's kind of a balance, but that's basically how a Sirai Pressurestat works and how to adjust it.
All right.
Okay, Todd with Whole Latte Love. Thanks for watching.
Hey, why not subscribe now for easy free access to more videos on everything coffee, brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.